Coffee Chronicles, the Energizing Elixir, Health Boon or Bane. In this video, I will tell you about the health benefits of drinking coffee regularly. I mean both its positive and negative effects. I invite you to watch. Good morning, I'm Tony from Team Your Health 24.
Secrets of natural strength. Do you know how important healthy eating is? Every day we make choices that affect our health and well-being. Imagine a life full of energy, strength, and vitality. It's all thanks to healthy, flavorful dishes that provide essential nutrients. Join us on an extraordinary journey of discovering healthy flavors that will change your life for the better. Don't wait, start your adventure with healthy food now.
How coffee affects the cardiovascular system. It is believed that coffee raises blood pressure and causes hypertension, but in fact it is not. Well, it is true that after drinking coffee, blood pressure can increase. For some people more, for others slightly. What's more, people who regularly drink coffee develop tolerance to the ingredients of this drink. In addition, each of us metabolizes coffee differently. This means that our bodies process caffeine from coffee at different rates. So some people will have their blood pressure rise right after drinking coffee, while others won't. However, regardless of these differences, even if there is an increase in blood pressure, it is temporary. What I mean here is that regular coffee drinking does not make high blood pressure last longer, and furthermore, coffee consumption does not lead to high blood pressure. Anyway, this is shown by studies that prove that people who drink coffee have a lower risk of developing hypertension by as much as 18%. So coffee not only does not cause hypertension, but to some extent it can protect against it. This protective effect has been seen in people who consume an average of 1 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Here's an interlude, because if my videos like this are valuable to you, I encourage you to show your support with a like and subscription. Remember the bell. This has a very motivating effect on creating even more such videos. I also invite you to our Instagram for even more information. Being on the subject of the circulatory system, brain and heart is coffee that protects the heart and brain. In one paper from 2021, its authors noted that coffee drinkers have a lower risk of developing heart failure. At the same time, the current state of knowledge confirms that people who drink coffee have a lower risk of stroke from 10 to 13%. What's more, people who drink 3 cups of coffee a day have lower overall mortality and lower cardiovascular disease mortality. Now let's check how coffee affects the liver. Well, there is a lot of evidence in the literature that coffee protects against liver disease. A team of researchers from the UK found that people who drank 2 cups of coffee a day had a 4 to 4% lower risk of developing cirrhosis. This effect is due to the fact that the compounds present in coffee reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the liver, which contribute to its damage. Another study showed that coffee drinkers are less likely to develop fatty liver and fibrosis. Their risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and liver fibrosis is 30% lower. So, as you can see, coffee protects the liver at various stages of its damage. By the way, I will also immediately mention that the ingredients present in coffee prevent the formation of gallstones and intensify contractions of the gallbladder. As a result, researchers noted that the frequency of developing gallstones in people consuming 2 cups of coffee a day is 11% lower. By the way, I will also immediately mention that the ingredients present in coffee prevent the formation of gallstones and intensify contractions of the gallbladder. As a result, researchers noted that the frequency of developing gallstones in people consuming 2 cups of coffee a day is 11% lower. When it comes to the positive aspects of drinking coffee, the risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases associated with the aging of the body decreases. These include diseases such as dementia, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. And for people already struggling with these problems, the caffeine in coffee can alleviate the course of these diseases. Speaking of the nervous system, let me add that people who drink coffee are less likely to experience depression. This is due to the fact that caffeine from coffee has a psychostimulant effect and also has a positive effect on receptors located in the brain, called adenosine receptors. In addition, the already mentioned chlorogenic acid reduces inflammation and relieves oxidative stress in the body caused by free radicals. because you should know that it is chronic inflammation and an excess of free radicals that contribute to the formation of depression. Interlude. Taking advantage of the break, I would have a small request. If any of you would like to contribute to the development of our community on this channel, all you have to do is click the subscribe button under the video and then the bell that will appear next to it. Thank you in advance, and I'm back on topic. Due to the fact that coffee stimulates the nervous system to function and improves blood flow, it indirectly affects better concentration and increases mental performance. Thus, in the period of increased intellectual effort, it may turn out to be useful. However, you should be aware that in some sensitive people and in people who metabolize caffeine slowly, as I have already mentioned, coffee can cause excessive stimulation of the nervous system, which manifests itself in the appearance of such ailments as irritability and nervousness. It is also worth knowing that despite its stimulating effect, coffee can cause drowsiness and a decrease in energy a few hours after drinking it. This is because caffeine blocks certain receptors, which are places in our body where molecules called adenosine attach, and it has a stimulating effect. However, when caffeine is decomposed, it frees up this place, as a result of which the adenosine is intensively attached to it, and such a violent reaction causes drowsiness. In some people, a side effect caused. Too much stimulation of the nervous system as a result of drinking coffee are muscle spasms. However, this has nothing to do with the alleged leaching of magnesium, which I will talk about later. Caffeine present in coffee promotes the release of calcium ions in muscle cells, and it is this phenomenon that stimulates the muscles to contract and is the cause of, for example, eyelid tremor. As for the negative side of coffee, it is commonly believed that it is diuretic and dehydrates. Specifically, this is due to the caffeine present in it. Without going into biochemical details, I will say that the current state of knowledge clearly shows that this is not entirely true. Specifically, for occasional coffee drinkers of around 2 to 3 cups a day, coffee may only slightly increase urination. What's more, people who regularly drink coffee develop a tolerance to this drink, and this effect is much weaker. And even if coffee increases the amount of urine removed, it does not cause dehydration, which has been confirmed many times. Similarly, there is a belief that coffee flushes out magnesium contributes to the depletion of its level in our body. The truth is, however, that we only lose a few milligrams of magnesium from drinking coffee, which doesn't matter. What's more, coffee also contains a few milligrams of this ingredient, so in fact the balance is 0 and even slightly positive. People suffering from gastroesophageal reflux should usually refrain from drinking coffee. This is because it affects the pressure of the lower esophageal sphincter and slows the emptying of the stomach. As a result, it may exacerbate the symptoms of the aforementioned ailment. People suffering from certain diseases of the digestive system should also be careful with coffee. I mean stomach ulcers and ulcerative colitis. In people suffering from these diseases, drinking coffee may exacerbate their course. As you can see, coffee is generally a healthy drink. Which, when consumed in moderation, from 1 to 3 cups a day, can protect us against many diseases. However, it must be remembered that not everyone is good at coffee, because some people metabolize the caffeine present in it slowly. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.